Hello! Today we are going to explore the new landing page builder feature that Viral Loops has just added. It's a really amazing feature for your campaigns, as it allows you to have very dynamic and advanced settings on your landing pages. So the first thing we're going to do is to show you how you can find this page builder. Here we have our live campaigns. I'll just go and click on edit to one of those, and then I'll go to the referrer step and find the Viral Loops page option. As you can see here, you can edit this landing page, and you have this new symbol, which means this will lead you to the new page editor. You still have the option to use the old builder, but eventually you'll have to choose one of the two. So we click on the new landing page builder. And as you can see, I'm transferred to this new environment where I have all these amazing options to edit my landing page. You'll see that you have the landing page set up, which means you have a logo, some titles here, the widget to join the campaign, and then some items where you can add features or milestones. What we are going to show you is the great capabilities that you now have with the new builder. Let's start from here. You have these options where you can edit more generic items on the page. You can have a nest to be able to adjust better the individual components of the landing page. You can select and drag around and change the position. You have all these options and abilities to put the elements as you please. Now, we're going to leave all of this as it is for now. You can also preview the page, and you can view the source code. The source code is an element that can be used with your developers. You have full capability and ownership of the elements of this page. So you can ask your designer or developer to come and change those elements, or even use custom CSS to create a very unique addition to these pages. Eventually, you can actually import templates. If you click here, you'll be able to import templates and simply drag them or click a file. Also, you can edit the open graph settings. This is an important step because this is where you want to build all the details that will show when the URL of this landing page is shared on social media. As you can see, you can also have a simultaneous view of how the page looks on different devices. You also have direct ownership of how this is displayed. So you can go to each device and edit the elements, and it will be separate from the rest. We are going to stay in the wide view so we can have a better idea of how the elements work. Here on the top right, you'll be able to see this option where you have the joining and the sharing state. As you already know, the Viral Loop suite has two states. The joining state, where you ask your participants to insert their details and then join, and the sharing state, where they see the details of their unique link and their position. Keep in mind that you can customize the elements that are displayed here in the widget step of the Viral Loops campaign editor, meaning that you cannot customize them here. You can, of course, customize the brand, the colors, or how they look, but the actual elements are something that you need to edit in the Form Widgets option. Going back to the general state, here you'll see what we have in terms of elements and blocks. You have this very simple way of dragging and dropping all these elements. You can completely customize all of these pages. For example, if you want to add an image here, you can just click here and drop it. And as you can see, your already existing images to add here. Let's say you want to add a 2.5 column. This creates two separate elements and cells that you can edit. Here, for each block and for each element, you get these nice options that you can use. Also, your designer or developer can use this to help you out in terms of creating the perfect shading, text, and borders. This creates blocks that you can use to create nice elements on the page. So, for example, let's say I want to create a kind of block with some border radius on the top. Let's say I want to have a 20 border radius on the top. And as you can see, we have this kind of adjustment that gives you a lot of freedom in terms of editing. Now, let's go back to the elements here, to the widget section. This is a very important step. This means that you can just drag and drop all these widgets that we offer, and you can create a unique experience and display all this information of the campaign in different locations on the page. For example, here, I want to have the form widget, but as you scroll down, I want to have a dedicated location where people can actually see how many people they referred. So I want to make it big and customize it. Or, for example, at the end, I want to have some social media icons that they can use to share. So I will just put it here on the end, and again, it will show when the sharing state is visible. So for example, if I click here on the serving state, you can see what they look like. Again, the details of these options can be edited from the widgets option on the campaign wizard. Of course, you do get some extra blocks, like a custom code block. For example, if I want to add the custom page here, I can add my blog here with code, or I can even go and add a countdown. In a landing page editor, what is unique here is that we already give you some existing templates, which is amazing. You can just use it as it is by selecting. So, for example, if I want to have this demo, 3 columns, and that bar, I will just drop it here. I can have all these links created, and then I can have the form widget, or even I can add specific elements that will make it really special. As you scroll down, you'll see that you have all these options and different elements. As we grow this section, you'll have even more customizable elements as you'll be able to just drag and drop. These are the generic ones, but soon we'll have already designed and ready to use elements right on your page. And just to have an idea, this gives you a lot of freedom and can save you a lot of time if you just want to have a landing page that goes live with the key elements of a referral campaign. If you go here, you'll be able to see more component settings, and you can have specific IDs so you can customize them on different layers. This is the layer editor that you can use to unite and keep all the elements together. You can actually skip this entirely if you're not familiar with it, or you can have a dedicated developer or designer to help you out. They can work miracles with this section of the page. I will now go back and give you some time to go through all these elements, and eventually I'm sure you'll be able to create amazing landing pages. Once you're done, you simply need to save. If you click back, you can go here and use this URL to visit the actual page. You can see that we have all these weird elements around here. Eventually, I'm sure you'll be able to edit them to your liking. This right here is the power of the new landing page builder. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and if you have questions, feel free to reach out.